Who is this they follow, and with such maimed rites? This doth betoken the course they follow with desperate hand, fordo his own life. 'Twas of some estate. Couch we awhile, and mark.
What ceremony else?
That is Laertes, a very noble youth. Mark.
What ceremony else?
Her obsequies have been as far enlarged as we have royalty. Her death was doubtful, and but that great command oversay the order. She should in ground be unsacrificed be lodged, till the last trumpet, for charitable prayers. Shards, flints, and pebbles should be thrown on her, and yet here she is allowed her virgin crowns, her main instruments, and the bringing home of bell and burial.
Must there no more be done?
No more be done. We should profane the service of the dead, to sing sage reclaim, and such rest to her, as to peace parted souls.
Lay her in earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. I tell thee, churlish priest, a ministering angel shall my sister be, when thou liest hauling.
What? The fair Ophelia?
Sweets to the sweet, farewell. I hoped thou shouldest have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride bed to have decked sweet maid, and not have strewed thy grave. Oh, treble woe fall 10 times treble on that crusted head, whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense deprived thee of. Hold off the earth a while, till I have caught her once more in mine arms. Now pile your dust upon the quick and dead, till of this flattened mountain you have made toppled pillion, or the skyish head of blue Olympus.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis, whose phrase of sorrow conjures the wandering stars and makes them stand like wonder-wounded hearers? This is I, Hamlet the Dane.
The devil takes thy soul!
Thou prayest not well. I prithee, take thy fingers from my throat, for though I am not splentative and rash, yet I have in me something dangerous, which let thy wiseness fear. Hold off thy hand.
Look them asunder!
Hamlet! Hamlet!
Gentlemen!
Good my lord, be quiet.
Why, I will fight with him upon this theme, until my eyelids no longer wag.
Oh, my son, what theme?
I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers could not with all their quantity of love make up my sum. What wilt thou do for her?
Oh, he's mad, Laertes.
For love of God, forbear him.
Swoons, show me what thou'd do. Would weep, would fight, would fast, would tear thyself, would drink up easel, eat a crocodile? I'll do it. Dost come here to whine, to outface me with leaping in her grave? Be buried quick with her, and so will I. And if thou parade of mountains, let them throw millions of acres on us, till our ground, singeing with the pate against the burning zone, make Ossa like a wart, nay, and thou'lt mouth, I'll rent as well as thou.
This is mere madness, and thus a while the fit will work on them. Anon, as patient as the female dove. When that her golden couplets are disclosed, her silence will sit drooping.
Hear you, sir? What is the reason that you use me thus? I loved you never, but it is no matter. Let Hercules himself do what he may. The cat will mew, and the dog will have his day.
I pray thee, good Horatio, wait upon him. Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present point. Good Gertrude, set some watch over your son. His grave shall have a living monument. An hour quietly shortly shall we see. Till then, in patience our proceeding be.
So much for this, sir. Now shall you see the other? You do remember all the circumstance?
Remember it, my lord.
Sir, in my heart there was a kind of fighting that would not let me sleep. Methought I lay worse than the Mutins and the Bilbos, rashly, and praised be rashness for it. Let us know, our indiscretion sometimes serves us well, when our deep plots do pall, and that should learn us there's a divinity that shapes our ends. Rough hew them how we will.
That is most certain.
Up from my cabin, my sea gown scarfed about me, in the dark, groped I to find out them. Had my desire fingered their packet, and in fine withdrew to mine own room again, making so bold my fears, forgetting manners, to unseal their grand commission, where I had found Horatio, royal knavery, an exact command, larded with many several sorts of reasons, importing Denmark's health, and England's too, with such bugs and goblins in my life, that on the supervised no leisure bated. No, not to say the grinding of the axe, my head should be struck off.
Is it possible?
Here's the commission. Read it at more leisure. But wilt thou hear now how I did proceed?
I beseech you.
Being thus benetted round with villainries, or I could make a prologue to my brains. They had begun the play. I sat me down, devised a new commission, wrote it fair. I once did hold it, as our statists do, a basis to write fair, and laboured much, how to forget the learning. But, sir, now I did me yeoman's service. Wilt thou know the effect of what I wrote?
Aye, good my lord.
An earnest conjuration from the king, as England was his faithful tributary. As left between them like the palm might flourish, as peace should still her wheaten garland wear, and stand a coma 'tween their amenities, and many such asses of great charge, that on the view of knowing of these continents, without debate further, more or less, he should those bearers be put to sudden death, no shriving time allowed.
How was this sealed?
Why, even in that was heaven's ordained. I had my father's signet in my purse, which was the model of the Danish seal, folded and writ up in the form of the other, subscribed it, gave it the impression, placed it safely, and challenging ever known. Now the next day was our sea fight, and what to this was a sequent thou knowest already.
So Guildenstern and Rosencrantz go too.
Why, man, they did make love to this employment. They are not near my conscience their defeat does by their own insinuation grow. 'Tis dangerous when the baser nature comes between the pass and the fell incensed points of mighty opposites.
Wow, what a king is this?
Does it not? Think thee, stand me now upon. He that hath killed my king and whored my mother, popped in between the election of my hopes, thrown out his angle for my proper life, with such cozenage, is it not perfect conscience to quit him with his arm? And is it not to be damned to let this canker of our nature come in further evil?
You must be shortly known to him from England. What is the issue of the business there?
It will be short, the interim is mine, and a man's life is no more to say one. But I am very sorry, good Horatio, that to Laertes I forgot myself, for by the image of my cause I see the portrait of his. I'll court his favours, but sure the bravery of his grief did put me in towering passion.
Peace! Who comes here?